Welcome to a bone-chilling Halloween special on our channel. But please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our terrifying tales. A story from Wilfred. It was a moonless night as I found myself alone in the woods. The wind howled through the trees and the darkness was suffocating. I stumbled upon an old, decrepit cabin hidden deep in the forest. It looked abandoned, but something drew me towards it. As I pushed open the creaking door, the smell of rot and decay filled the air. Cobwebs covered every corner, and the place reeked of ancient secrets. In a corner, I found an old diary, its pages yellowed with age. It was filled with disturbing accounts of someone who had lived here long ago. They spoke of strange occurrences, ghostly apparitions, and an unquenchable darkness that seemed to seep from the very walls of the cabin. As I continued to read, I heard faint, unearthly whispers. It was as if the spirits of the past were trying to communicate with me. I couldn't believe what I was experiencing, and my heart raced. Suddenly, I saw a shadowy figure out of the corner of my eye. It was there one moment and gone the next. I knew I wasn't alone in the cabin, and I was gripped by an overwhelming sense of dread. I decided to investigate further, and that's when the true horror began. Objects moved on their own, eerie footsteps echoed through the cabin, and ghostly figures materialized before me. I was trapped in a nightmare, and there was no way out. I realized that the cabin was not just abandoned. It was a vessel for a malevolent presence that hungered for my soul. The diary's author had fallen victim to this very entity, and now it sought to claim me as well. As the night wore on, I frantically searched for a way to escape, but the cabin seemed to conspire against me. The walls closed in, the shadows deepened, and the malevolent presence grew more powerful with every passing moment. Finally, in the pitch-black darkness, I came face to face with the entity. Its presence was overwhelming, and I could feel its icy fingers wrapping around my soul. In a final, desperate struggle, I fought back with every ounce of my being. What I discovered in that cabin was beyond my worst nightmares. It's a revelation that will haunt me for the rest of my days. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, in the darkest corners of the world, something sinister may be lurking just out of sight. Let us know in the comments if you want to hear more stories like this.